So let's say that I want to increase my income and I've got enough capital to cover this. I could also sell a 620 put option. And let's say in the current price is 774.40, and I would pick a strike price slightly out of the money. So let's see, sell. So I hit sell put in my app. The current price is 77. So let's say I pick a strike price, I don't know, of 70. Wait, sorry, the current price is 74. So let's pick a strike price of 71. Okay. I like something that's kind of out of the money where it has a chance where it's not going to be exercised. Okay. So the income there would be an added dollar eight per share. So if I sold 1,000 of these, I could make $1,080 extra per week, right? Now, what's the downside of that? Well, the downside of that is in order to sell a put, you have to have collateral. So if you sell that put and you put, let's go, you're just using United Airlines as an example, and let's say I hit sell put and I go down and I'm going to hit these numbers actually. Okay, sell put June 20th. I pick a strike of $71. Then what's going to happen is if I sell those 10 contracts, my max loss is $69,920. The max loss is really more theoretical, meaning when you sell a put, remember, when you sell a put, what you're doing is you're selling a put to someone who wants to buy a put. Why do people buy puts? They buy puts because they want to protect against something declining, or they believe something's going to decline. Right? Same way they but you same reason you buy insurance. You buy insurance because you're worried that something bad can happen, or you could use insurance in a speculative way. It's not legal, but you could buy insurance on on a person's life because you think they're not going to make it, right? In fact, there are a lot of people who believe that that's why some of these record labels will buy insurance on some of these rappers because they're like, this guy ain't going to make it. So, like it's crazy, it's sad, but it's true. It's true. So, you're the insurance company. When you sell the put, you're just like the insurance company. You're receiving money because you're giving a guarantee. You're basically guaranteeing that if this stock drops below 71, you're going to be the buyer. If it doesn't drop below 71 by June 20th, then you get to keep that $1,000 in your pocket. But to be the insurance company, you have to have the ability to the um cover the deal in case you have to show up and buy that stock. So basically, what Robinhood would require for you to sell a put, to sell those 1,000 puts, is you'd have to have $69,521.57 sitting in your account. You don't have to give them money. You just have to have it sitting there so that you're agreeing to be the buyer of last resort. So that would be similar. That's almost a condor. It's not quite a condor. I'm going to explain the difference with a condor, but it gives you a payoff structure where if this stock outside of the range of 71 and oh, hold on, give me a second. I think my microphones did something crazy. Give me a second here. Hold on. Come on, man. Don't. Can you hear me? Okay, good. All right, perfect. All right. So if this stock does not move, if it stays between 71 and 77, then you're going to receive $890 plus 1,080. So you'll get $2,000 per week. But just like any other business, you have to have some money to make the money. So that means you're going to have these little backup accounts. You're the bouncer in the club. You're the person bankrolling the operation, right? So this is more for those of you that have some capital to put to the side. I'm doing this with 1,000 shares. But remember, you could do this with 100. So you don't have to. So when I say you need 69,000 to do this, you'd also do this with 6,900. The only difference is that all those numbers, there's a zero that gets knocked off. So instead of receiving 890 plus 1080, you're getting 89 plus 108, which is about $200 a week. And you're doing the exact same thing, except you're doing it with smaller shares. So just scaling it down by zero.